Morning, everyone. We are delighted to welcome Open Doors webinar, which is part of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. And it is wonderful to see so many participants joining us today from around the world. And thank you for taking the time to be with us today. So my name is Elena Bayarska, and I will be moderating today's session. And it is a great pleasure for me to guide you through this event, which is held within the framework of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, which is an international scholarship academic competition initiated by the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of the Russian Federation and organized by the Global Universities Association, uniting 24 top Russian universities. So this project provides talented students, young researchers, professionals, members of academia from all over the world with the opportunity to pursue their academic studies and do research, of course, at leading Russian universities, enjoying full scholarship support of the government of the Russian Federation. So this project was launched in 2017, and since its launch, the Open Doors has brought together participants from almost 190 countries, attracting more than 150,000 applicants and recognizing more than 6,300 winners of the Open Doors who have earned the opportunity to study and conduct research at top Russian universities. So we are pleased today to have with us representatives of 2 out of 24 leading Russian universities, Kazan Federal University, and the speaker from Kazan is Aygul Hisamova. And of course, representatives of the representative of National Research Nuclear University, better known as MEPhI, Alexander Kramov. Alexander, welcome. And our speakers will share their experience, their insights about studying and doing research in Russia in general, and of course in their universities. So before we start, I would like to tell you that we are also joined today by my colleagues from the Open Doors Project Office, who will be assisting me today throughout the session. And they will be answering your questions in the meeting chat during the webinar, sharing useful links and providing additional information about the Open Doors competition, registration procedures, participation rules, and actually any question that may arise. So please feel free to type your question in the meeting chat at any time, and my colleagues from the project office will be happy to help you and respond to your inquiry for this video. And it's time to pass over to the main part of our webinar, which is presentations of the universities. So I would like to give the floor to Alexander Kramov from National Research Nuclear University. Alexander, can you hear us? Very good.
I think yes, I can hear you.
Over to you now.
Just start presentation. So hello everyone again, and I would like to thank all organizers and participants of this webinar for giving me an opportunity to represent my university, which is called National Research Nuclear University MEPhI. MEPhI stands for Moscow Engineering Physics Institute, and I will give a short information and a short introduction to our university. MEPhI was founded in 1942, more than 80 years ago. in order to prepare highly qualified staff who are supposed to work in nuclear industry. The very beginning started, of course, from our university is a civil university which prepares staff for nuclear power plants and other nuclear enterprises. We are very proud of the fact that 6 Nobel Prize winners participated in the creation of our university throughout its history and worked in the walls of our MEPhI University. Now, MEPhI consists of 16 branches, which are scattered all over the Russian Federations, mainly in regions where the Rosatom State Corporation, who is one of the leading nuclear enterprises in the world, has its facilities, for example, nuclear power plant, nuclear reprocessing plants, or huge scientific centers. Also, we have 2 international branches which are located in the Republic of Uzbekistan and in the Republic of Kazakhstan. They were opened relatively recently, about 5 years ago. Now, MEPhI is a global university, and this globalization started about 15 years ago when the Rosatom launched its international projects all over the world. Of course, it's construction of nuclear power plants and nuclear scientific centers. And students mostly from these countries started to arrive to MEPhI. And now Rosatom has a lot of partner countries, and students from these countries come to mostly to MEPhI to get the education in the fields of nuclear physics. And now we have students mostly almost from 80 countries, and in total we have about 1,500 international students who study mostly on 2 campuses in Moscow and Obninsk. In total, we have more than 60 majors, not only in nuclear physics, but in other fields. You can see them on the slide. Applied mathematics, laser technologies, plasma physics, software engineering, and so on. A couple of words about our positions in rankings. We are among the best universities in the world in terms of physics and astronomy and natural sciences. And of course, we are among top 3 Russian technical universities. A little bit of the structure of MEPhI, specifically the Moscow campus, where almost all our international students study. We have 5 institutes. The first one, Institute of Nuclear Physics and Engineering. As you can get from the name of this institute, it specializes in atomic power industry, and fundamental physics and research in particle physics. That's the biggest institute in MEPhI, and I will give you more details about this structure of this institute. The second institute is called Laplace. It specializes in laser and plasma technologies. The third one is called PhysBio. That's Institute for Nuclear Medicine and new scientific areas in medicine, like using nanotechnologies for treating different diseases. And also Institute for Electronics. It specializes in development of new types of materials which can be used in different electronic devices, specifically radiation resistant electronics, which can be used, for example, in space and atomic industry. And the last one, of course, is Institute for Software Engineering, which is called Institute of Cyber Intelligence Systems. That's all about cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, cryptography, and so on. Here we can see our programs. I'm not going to stop here for a lot of time, just remind you that you can find all this information about programs, the content of these programs using our website. And here are more programs. You can find them on the internet. And more details about Institute of Nuclear Physics and Engineering. It was opened. It was opened in as the main source and the main institute for preparing staff who work in nuclear physics and nuclear engineering, and it consists of three main divisions. The first one specializes in fundamental research in particle physics, the second one in nuclear power, and the third one in construction of different nuclear systems and development of new materials. Institute consists of 19 departments and in Moscow, and 9 departments and lab in openings, and in total we have more than 1,000 undergraduate and graduate students who study in Moscow and who study in Obninsk as well. Here we can see the ratio between bachelor degree, master degree, specialist degree, and PhD degree level of education. A little bit about areas of research and interests. Main directions include research on, first of all, safety of nuclear technologies, how to improve safety on new nuclear facilities, new nuclear reactors, a lot of research of new technologies of so-called closed nuclear fuel cycle, different methods to improve energy transfer, a lot of simulations, this work, and we have a nuclear research reactor right on the campus here in Moscow, and a lot of labs, for example, virtual reality labs and real simulator of nuclear power plants and facilities. We also participate in particle physics experiment and mega science project all over the world. Now the focus moved to mostly to large national experiments, like, for example, a super collider called Nika, which is located in Dubna, which is about 100 kilometers from Moscow, and that's study of new properties of matter. And other fields including cosmic ray physics, neutrino physics, even some exotic directions like search for dark matter, and so on. And we have some experimental facilities located here on campus as well. We pay a lot of attention to hands-on experience of our students. So we organize practices at Rosatom State Corporation facilities, which are located, for example, in small cities in Rostov region or Novovoronezh region or in Obninsk, where we train for short course our international students, and all students have an opportunity to visit, for example, plants where vessels for nuclear reactors are produced, or have an experience to work at a real simulator of Rostov nuclear power plant, for example. We have strong connections with international organizations, specifically International Atomic Energy Agency and Nuclear Energy Agency in Vienna and Paris, and we have several sections related to nuclear education, for example, nuclear knowledge management, and our international students have an opportunity to get internships to work in these organizations. Our partners, of course, the Rosatom State Corporation, international organizations, and of course, large research center institutions in Russia, including, as I said, Joint Institute for Nuclear Research, where NICA project is underway, and institutions of the Russian Academy of Sciences, and of course, National Research Center, Kurchatov Institute. If you have questions, you can send them to this email. So find some extra information on our website. I think I can stop now. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alexander, for this highly informative presentation. Lots of, and impressive, by the way, lots of facts and figures. And of course, we have many questions. I've been following your presentation and jotted down a few questions, and we can sort of categorize these questions into three main groups. And probably we will start with a group of questions related to degree programs. And it was very good that you did mention in your presentation that our participants can easily find complete lists of degree programs on our university websites. Because all participants of the Open Doors Association have their websites translated into several languages, including, of course, MEPhI, National Research Nuclear University. But still, our participants would like to know what programs do you have under the umbrella of computer science and artificial intelligence? And of course, are these programs also open to international participants?
Yes, we have several programs in artificial intelligence, but all of these programs, I think, are in Russian language. First of all, I'd like to underline this. And secondly, not all of them are open for international students for security reasons. That's
Sure.
Cybersecurity is a very sensitive area. I think it's better to check on the website what programs our university can offer for international students, because I'm not expert in this field.
All right. Of course, and that's why I would like to stress, to draw the attention of our participants to the fact that they can find this information on university websites, and usually these lists of degree programs are in the sections called either education or admission. So please feel free to check through our website, the Open Doors website. By browsing it, you will find a section of our website having icons of all the 24 universities. And if you click on this or that icon, you will immediately be redirected to the website of homepage website of the university of your choice. Going back, so even though you are a nuclear research university, do you have any programs related to finance?
Yes, we have a department related to finance, and all that stuff. Yes, we have, but it's in
Okay,
Russian
so
language, I
probably,
think, also. In Russian.
but it's not the language of instruction. I suppose it's not a problem. You
Yeah.
do have a preparatory faculty. Yeah, okay, and of intensive Russian language training. So how long is this course? Because different universities have different duration of this intensive Russian language training. So some universities have modules, half a year or one full year. How about your university? So how long is a preparatory course of intensive Russian training at your university?
It lasts 1 year, just 1
For
year.
1 year. All right. It's a one
Yeah.
year course. All right. Very good. So next question is about computer and data science. So what program, maybe you could go back to a list of degree programs in your presentation so that our participants could check if this or that program is available. If we can go back to
Of course,
the
but
list of
from
programs.
my point of view, I can invite a program. We have a new program which is at the intersection of physics and data science, because large experiments, collider experiments, energy physics experiments, they demand from specialists knowledge in data science. So of course I can come back to the list of programs, but I'm not sure that there are majors, mostly majors here.
Yeah.
And in order to find some specific program, it's better to use two ways: check our website or write directly to our admission officers. They will help you to choose the right programs, because they can change from time to time. But yes, here, yes, computer and data science, there are majors in this field, of course, in our university, because Institute for Cybersecurity, it's one of the biggest in MEPhI, and there are lots of programs in this field, of course.
Okay. Thank you, Alexander. Now we pass over to another topic, which is money, of course. So stipends. Our participants would like to know how much is a stipend that you pay regularly, your university pays regularly, on top, of course, of the Open Doors scholarship, which covers all years of education. But we know that, and our participants would like to know how much they can get monthly. What does it depend on? And I have one particular questions related to doctoral student stipends. So how much do they get? So monthly stipend and a special focus on doctoral research students.
Basically, we have this stipend from the scholarship, but of course, students who enroll on positions of PhD students, they have to work in the lab to do their research, and if they work on their scientific topic, of course, they join some scientific groups, and there are professors who get grants and some other fundings from different agencies, and of course they pay pay to their PhD students some. That's not actually a stipend. That's a part-time job, and that's a salary in reality. And it depends on the professor. It varies from scientific group to scientific group. I can't give you the exact number, but also there are opportunities for international students, specifically who study in nuclear fields, to get some extra stipends from the Rosatom State Corporation. It's also an opportunity.
Okay, all right. So do you have a career center assisting our participants to find a part-time job on campus? Maybe, as you said, working in some labs.
Usually when we accept, for example, if you talk about graduate students as well.
Yeah, graduate students and also students, actual students.
I think the educational department is doing this job to distribute between scientific groups.
All right. Okay. So it's under the department. It's one of the functions of the department. All right. Yes, I see. Okay. We have one interesting question related to the structure of the letter of motivation, the motivation letter. So could you give some advice what you would like to see in a letter of motivation written by our participants? What do you think our participants should stress or write or focus on in their letter of motivation?
I think they should focus on their projects which they had. Projects, specifics of these projects, and their personal contribution to these projects. And of course, a list of some awards or scientific papers, for example, it will be also a plus for any participant.
Yeah, so mainly it's all about academic achievements or research achievements. All right. Another question is how to, for instance, our participants would like to contact the Department of Software Engineering and Computer Science. So how can they do it? Via your office or directly, or maybe you can share some contacts?
I can share some contacts, so you can find them on the internet.
On the internet, so on your website under this department.
Yeah.
All right, in the section devoted to this department. So all right, very good. So so far I see no questions, no further questions, but as usual, Alexander, I would like to ask you to stay till the end of the webinar, because I'm sure we will have more questions to your university.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, and now we should go further and move further, and I would like to give the floor to our second guest speaker, Aygül Hasamova, representing Kazan Federal University, one of the 10 federal universities in Russia. So, Aygül, can you hear me?
Hello, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So, I hope you can hear me well.
Yes.
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm a leading specialist of the admission office. And now I would like to tell you more about our republic, university, its history and infrastructure. Well, I'm dealing with my presentation right now. So, Kazan Federal University is one of the oldest universities in Russia.
Excuse my interrupting, Aygül. Do you think you can use a full screen mode, because we can still see, the planning? mode. If you can use full screen.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, now.
Okay, so Kazan Federal University is one of the oldest universities in Russia and one of the 10 federal universities in the country. So KFU was founded more than 200 years ago and has 40 years of experience in educating international students. So Kazan Federal University is located in the Republic of Tatarstan in Kazan, which is the capital of the republic. And Kazan is one of the most beautiful and interesting places in Russia, a city with magnificent historical and cultural heritage. So Kazan has a 1,000-year history and is often referred to as the third capital of Russia. So the local cuisine is very tasty and varied, but there are a lot of dishes made from dove, meat, and potatoes. Among the students and staff of our university were such great people as Leo Tolstoy. I'm sure you've heard of his name. He's one of the world's greatest novelists. Nikolai Lobachevsky, a prominent mathematician, Karl Kloss, a German-Russian chemist, and Ivan Simonov, a Russian astronomer. You can see them on the print screen. So around 52,000 students are enrolled in over 700 degree programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level. So the number of international students is about 20,000 from 104 countries. And the main campus of Kazan Federal University, located in Kazan and divided into 16 institutes and 1 faculty, which can be divided into 3 large units: natural sciences, physics and mathematics, social sciences, and humanities. So the university also can branches in Nabережные Челны, Yelabuga, Republic of Uzbekistan, and Egypt. Kazan Federal University has a lot of programs. Some of them are taught in English. All other programs are taught in Russian. And you can scan the QR code and see the programs. So the university offers the majority of its programs in Russian. And prospective students who don't speak Russian are required to participate in a 1-year language like training course at KFU International Preparatory School. Our university has a good museum fund. It's about 10 museums of humanitarian, engineering, and scientific profile at Kazan and Yelabuga campuses, with about 1 million in exhibits and 35,000 visitors each year. Kazan Federal University is the only Russian university that has a modern digital planetarium and its own astronomical observatories in Russia and Turkey. So one of the most important tasks of Kazan Federal University is to create a center for scientific, educational, and enlightening activities of the Republic of Tatarstan on the basis of the botanical garden. And university sport facilities include Unix, Moskva, and Bustan sports centers, where cultural and sporting events are regularly held. So currently, KFU University Clinic is a unique example of the medical organization entering the structure of a higher education institution in the framework of Russia's Ministry of Education system. So, KFU is one of just few educational institutions in Russia which offers modern, comfortable housing to all students from outside of Kazan. So, KFU dormitory campus is located in the University Village. It's a residential micro-district for about 20,000 people with a medical center, drugstore, sports equipment, rent station, copy center, laundry, beauty salon, cafeteria, and other facilities available at any time. So the KFU student canteen is responsible for providing healthy, nutritious food for the university staff and students. During scientific conferences at KFU, the canteen is also providing meals for the university guests. KFU's own corporate 24-hour full HD TV channel is included in the program package of all major providers in Russia. You can find more information about our university on our official website. You can see QR codes right now. So thank you for your attention. We will be glad to see you among our students.
Thank you very much, Gül, for your presentation, and it's very good that you have this. Could you please go back to the content, the last slide? Yes, this one, because one of our students wrote to us that he or she, we don't know, tried to contact the university and with having some difficulties. So probably our participants can jot down your contact information so that they can try again. And of course, as with Alexander, with the National Research Nuclear University, I have different questions. Some of them are related to your degree programs, others are related to living conditions, stipend paid, and other practicalities. And and I would like to start with some questions about degree programs. So the first question was about PhD in agriculture. So our participant would like to know if it's possible to have or to apply for the postdoc position in agriculture, focusing on agriculture and agriculture-related sciences at your university.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a doctoral or postdoctoral programs related to agriculture?
Basically, I guess no, because there are no places. So, unfortunately, it's impossible.
It's impossible. Okay. But do you teach agriculture or agriculture-related programs?
Only in technology field.
Okay, only in technology, specializing in technology. All right. Okay. Then my next question would be about medicine. Do you have any programs related to medicine or medical technologies? Because one of our applicants, one of our participants specializes in cardiovascular technologies. Do you have such a program? And if yes, are there any research projects related to cardiovascular technology or probably to cardiology in general, clinical medicine and public health? You are a classical university, but many classical universities do have medical faculties. How about yours?
So our university also has this cardiology like faculty, and it's widely spread in Russia. That's
Yeah.
why our university, of course, had it.
Okay, and do you maybe you know if your university has a dissertation panel? So suppose our participant writes postdoctoral or doctoral thesis. Do you have a dissertation panel?
Yes, it has, of course.
Okay, very good. Nice to hear. Lovely. All right. Next one. The next question is about agricultural science, biological control for pest of crops. So, do you have any programs related to biological control, biosafety in
Mhm.
agriculture?
Of course, yes. This one too, we have it. And talking about our medical approach, our students can practice at the clinics,
All
at
right.
university
Very good.
clinics.
Okay, more questions. Questions keep coming. So, how about your master's degree programs in economics, business and management? Do you have
Mm-hmm.
business and management as a separate program? And if yes, so what is the language of instruction there?
Well, of course, our university has master's degree economic programs, and we can also like students can get it in English, and foreign students especially can study in English, and others are in Russian.
All right. Okay. Now that you mentioned the language of instruction, so we have a question from one of our participants. You do have a preparatory Russian language course, and by the way, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that preparatory this intensive Russian training, Russian language training course run by all of our universities. All our universities offer this course. Is free for the open doors participants. So our participants don't pay anything because it is included in the open doors scholarship. So it's completely free of charge. Can you say a few words about the organization, the structure of this preparatory Russian language course? So is it just a module or several modules, or is it a 1-year course? So how is it organized in your university?
Well, we've got 1 year, half of the year, and 1.5 year programs specialized in medical field, in philology field, in economy field also.
Okay, so general Russian language plus some specializations.
Yes, right.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Interesting. So your university has a slightly different structure because some universities have just one course, 1-year course, and that's it. And your university has even a 1.5-year course. So it's nice to
Yes.
hear, really. So the language of instruction for our participants is absolutely not a problem, because after finishing this course, I'm sure our participants will be able to enroll into any Russian language taught program. Going back, so applied geology, geophysics, and environmental geoscience. So do you have this program, and again, the language of instruction?
Well, actually, yes. And let me show you this slide.
Yeah.
You can see all the information right here, and also check our official website of our university. So the programs are taken in Russian.
Okay, good.
And
Next
English.
question is about international relations and diplomacy and the level of education, bachelor's or master's, or maybe doctoral students, doctoral course.
Yes, we've got all of the fields you mentioned, all the degrees, programs.
Okay, so whatever program we ask you about, you do have it. So it's nice to hear. Next question is interesting. So what are the environmental conditions in Kazan, and what's the weather like?
Well, it's very good most of the time of the year, but today is really cold. But it's Russia, so it's cold everywhere. So I think you will like the city because it's very beautiful. So it doesn't depend on the weather. And the food is really delicious here, and all of the people are really nice. So
Okay, but what's the weather? What is the average temperature in winter and the average temperature in summer?
mhm. So the winter here is not really that cold. It's about -10 at winter and +25 in summer.
Okay, so it's not very cold. No, not compared to Siberia, even though even in Siberian university, in Siberia, the climate is getting warmer and warmer and warmer for
Mm-hmm.
obvious reasons.
That's right.
And questions keep coming still. How about business and management? So, master's
Mm-hmm.
degree in business and
Mm-hmm.
management. Do you have this program and the language of instruction?
Yes, of course. We've got Russian speaking instructions and in English for international beginners.
All right, very good. So my next question is about stipends, monthly stipends or stipends. Maybe you have different, you pay different amounts depending on the program, the field of study,
Mm-hmm.
and also the level of education.
So actually, our university doesn't like set the stipends, but the Ministry of Education of Russian Federation does it. So it's about like from 2,000 rubles
Yeah.
and etc. Depends on the
Okay, and
activity of
higher. Yeah.
students, etc.
All right. And how about accommodation costs? So how much do students have to pay for monthly for their accommodation?
Well, it also depends which accommodation they will
Well,
direct
your
you to.
dormitories.
Yes, our dormitories, but it's also about 1,000 ruble per month.
All right. 1,000 rubles per month. So it's very low, in fact. Okay. And living conditions, how many students usually share one room? Of course, I know it depends, but
Mm-hmm.
in some
Mm-hmm.
universities, only two students, in some universities, three or even four, but mainly three students in one
Mm-hmm.
room.
It can depend on your room, and it's also about 3 people in one room. Like the average
Yeah.
amount of people is 3.
Yeah. So usually it's 2 to 3 people, unless
Yes.
students would like to, have pay more and have a room of their own. All right.
Yes.
Okay. And how about finding a part-time job? Because many universities have career departments. Some
Mm-hmm.
universities, in some universities, like in National Research Nuclear University, so departments assist in finding a part-time job in this or that laboratory on campus. So how about Kazan Federal University? Do you have a career department assisting our participants in finding a job, and can students work on campus?
Well, yes. We've got like job affairs organizations, and our educational department also can suggest the workplaces for the students.
Very good. So you do assist our participants in finding a job. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. And so far, as far as I can see, this is one of the last questions from our participants. So, letter of motivation. What do you want to read in the letter of motivation? What kind of achievements? What kind of students? What kind of applicants you would like to have?
Well, personally, I'd like to see the willing of study, the willingness. So if I see the desire, I mostly will accept the student.
All right, so highly motivated, determined students. That's it.
Yes, right.
All right, and still questions keep coming to your university. And let me check. So this time it's about PhD in mathematics, specifically in numerical analysis. So is this program available? And where can we get this information regarding this program? So PhD doctoral program in mathematics, numerical analysis. So could you maybe give some contact information, or maybe you can recommend what section of your website, maybe under admissions or somewhere else, where our participant could find this information?
So as you can see on our screen, the QR code. So you can check the website by it and see all the information, and or even call to the office. I will
Okay.
show you the number.
Yeah, yes,
right
please
here one
give,
more time.
yeah. So, and we can, keep this slide so that our participants could jot down all the telephone numbers, WhatsApp for text messages, and also our participants could definitely call you.
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much
Thank you.
indeed. Yes. So hopefully we will see many of our participants enrolling into the two universities, into National Research Nuclear University and, of course, Kazan Federal University. And having said that, I would like to thank our guest speakers, Aygül and Alexander, for their highly informative presentations, giving us a very clear idea of the cities where the universities are located, the people working there, degree programs the universities offer. So thank you very much once again. So as we come to the end of our webinar today, so I would like to once again thank our speakers for their excellent presentations. And of course, I would like to thank all participants, so many participants, actually more than 700, joining us today and showing so much interest in the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. And we do hope that today's session, just like all other sessions, has helped all our participants gain a clearer understanding of what the Open Doors competition is like, what kind of benefits it offers, benefits and opportunities, and of course, showing how good and how beneficial it is to study and do research in Russia in general, and also in top Russian universities. 24 top Russian universities, members of the Global Universities Association. And my special thanks also go to my colleagues from the Open Doors Project Office for their support during this session and for answering so many questions. And I'm checking the number of questions asked and the number of questions answered. And we got more than 860 questions, and more than almost 300 questions were answered by my colleagues from the project office. And if physically it was impossible to answer all questions during this time, because it takes time to answer a single question. So please, once again, do not hesitate to forward your questions, your inquiry to the project office of the Open Doors project, and we will be able to answer these questions. So we would like to encourage everyone to stay connected with the project, and by visiting again the official Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project website, where you will find, I'm sure, detailed information about the competition, its tracks, eligibility criteria, participating universities, and of course, important deadlines and preparation materials. So we wish all participants every success in your ambitious academic and professional journey, and we are looking forward to seeing many of you among the next year's winners winners of the Open Doors Scholarship. So thank you very much for taking your time, for participating